A very welcome live on the RUMOURS on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. Obeko na wako share, wa like it, na fi wa comment edi amame. Unso mabetena aye efidikasi isua na unim say undoubtedly a sports and aye baby di ho enkomo ne. We are going into transfers. Your transfer stories we are making headlines. Now you attach it on the players, now you attach it on the teams. Then we discuss it, you know. And home come out and ye baby dino and ne. Unim say nyame aduma and as a season no akona wie ye ugram e the Spanish EA Sports Santander season no akona wie ye oba e German Bundesliga season no abana wie ye Italian Calcio Serie A season no abana wie ye. Then of course undoubtedly the most competitive league in the world the English Premier League in so season no abana wie ye undoubtedly Arsenal and Mikel Arteta no we the now champions, the present champions of the English Premier League. They are canon. And they say a World Cup and then season number so about back in the month of August. Teams, you know, are lots of businesses are player transfers in and out. And in Komo Bebre. Mino Kasadi, your teams Bebre or Horma started didn't come up. A be a rumors, a being so a drew stage beer. A very critical stage. A being so a didn't come up personal terms a crown. Ya agree with team and the player ben ana unya nka team ebe sign. I'll give you a bit of the transfer news yenya wa na ya ram into how ebe benefit teams or more such players and how our players now more peno or more profile and so sifatie ebi ana wu team and I say wu team baronte say team no sign player akọ comment section na busamia metumi aba be you ano na bibia nso atumi I come back the producer Sacklens ewa and my chairman traveler and so ejinamu and then I member studio made the Madison and Maddox and so Abba studio or more album chidom den pam paper. Now let's go into the stories right away live on the RUMOURS. Now let's start here for you. We Arsenal fan. What him say against Crystal Palace Bobo Kono Noni Madueke enya injury in the last game of the Premier League season. As I'm talking to you now, reporters see our airban say, "I likely say a branch and Dean Eden Noni Madueke, the 21-year-old Noni Madueke." Story airbus is here from the camp of Arsenal and they say, "I'm sure here on Saturday, I had the UEFA Champions League game on Paris Saint-Germain. He will be in contention to play some part of the game for a Mikel Arteta and Arsenal Bubukuno." Into your Arsenal supporter reporter. Urban say after Sonny Madueke picky injury against Crystal Palace in the last game of the season, you know, Abranten can who Muka say Omon Sabi to me aka Abranteno na onon so to mabisi kan eri amabubukua ni din eri Arsenal in the UEFA Champions League. Eno Arsenal komo kakra mene wo edi. Now yen remu in the transfer stories. Na yen nin komo kakra Barcelona. Dream and I say, omu discuss a lot of things. Now, as I'm talking to you now, when you say Barcelona since the year 2015, Barcelona in the Champions League, omu timi make any incursion in the UEFA Champions League. The last time they won the Champions League in 2015 with Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia. After 2015, Barcelona abought Champions League doors cinema besine 11 years. Now, Barcelona ain't to win the UEFA Champions League. When it comes to the La Liga, they are Barcelona iron Hubi. Even last season, Barcelona won the domestic treble under Hansi Flick. Now, in common, air cost or Barca Bobo couldn't say, and Barcelona here players are well-known players. Barca here players are they've seen it at the highest level. Barca here a striker in the team. Now, any striker say obi jinam as a 9 kwano muhia a versatile number 9. You can a versatile number 9, the Hurricane type of striker, the Ronaldo Nazário dilemma type of striker, the Thierry Henry type of striker, and Barcelona in CCA. Now, per the reporter, Bangina say Barcelona Bobo Koni CCA no matter to Maniasi Atletico Madrid team. Amania, almost a branch and did Julian Alvarez, the Argentine international. Omu here branch with team. Now, in common Asha say air coso. Menoka say per the stories I mean Saka say Julian Alvarez show interest to also join Football Club Barcelona. Because when you look at the history of South American players, playing for Real Madrid and Barcelona is a big achievement for them. And to South Americans, obusa South American be a one you say team ben apeso ba wa mo Barcelona or Real Madrid. And in the history of Barcelona and Real Madrid, South Americans' impact cannot be taken for granted. And you have Branch Julian Alvarez. He is a South American and from Argentina. One of the iconic players ever to have graced the Barcelona team is also an Argentine. In a Branch Lionel Messi Cusitini La Poga. And a Branch with a dream to play for Football Club Barcelona. Barca showed keen interest in the player. And I'm not going to say, Julian Alvarez and so show keen interest in Barcelona. Or Munina work your way out to say, Kwame to me a beb. Now Branch free Madrid, Atletico, no to my join Football Club Barcelona. Now, my better had in Commodity, Mama say, Robert Lewandowski is going to be out of the team. Or no one said, you better to Barcelona, the Bible to you say, in the next season, 2026-27 season, and yeah, dear Robert Lewandowski, Ebekoso Abobo, Ediama Football Club Barcelona, which stands to reason say there is a space and a gap that has to be filled. And Barca for Tenasio Moshe and Yomamuno said, Sir Robert Lewandowski, calling here player, Amana Bishimdia, then clearly it is the player of Obama Atletico Madrid, Nidin Eddie Julian Alvarez. Obebu, what type of player is Julian Alvarez? Me, I was so shocked to say, Abraham Manchester City. I imagine some of my branch and I was so shocked to say Barcelona and to me and Makola and Huamameto. Because at the time, we were Buana Man City, Ede Banoa, and they Atletico Madrid would want to extend the price gap for branch and Didi Julian Alvarez. Meanwhile, Sankabasa tried some men negotiating with Bobo Kwan and Didi Manchester City. Now, Komosabit Maka. A clear example, Barcelona initially, Omo Peke Jao Cancelo. Omo Ntua on the outright. Omo spread it, Sikano. And I think against Man City, Barcelona, Man City, Dele, and Eddie. Nanka Kwambiaso, Nankom between Man City, Dele, and Julian Alvarez are joining Ebobo Quadidin at the Barcelona. Now to Julian Alvarez, you see, Julian Alvarez, Nankasano, on the Nyamia Sepa, because Adia a two, a branch of Didi Jao Felix, and Nubin and Kawasan Katono, but then this time around, per the players, I sign a can and Hoko Atletico Madrid in the season. You're signing a branch of Julian Alvarez, and no change BB about the tactics of Papa and Didi Diego Pablo Simeone. Young name said Diego Simeone is a defensive-minded manager. And in the days of Diego Gudimo, in the days of Saúl Niguez, in the days of Prime Cookie, na idea Diego Simeone and let's come out the team no more defending ye pa. Now, sorry, I branch the Jao Felix story now. One of the things a team is stopping the growth and the propensity of a branch and Didi Jao Felix. From Benfica to Atletico Madrid, the style of football necessary. And ever since we're joining Atletico Madrid in the football, and to me and Pejabium till now, or Saudi Arabia. But San America establishment. When Julian Alvarez joined the team at Atletico Madrid, in that season, when you look at the signing, Diego Pablo Simeone now players no profile on the team, it does not guarantee him to go all defensive because for Alexander Soloff Eba, for Brancheli Ruby Linomar, who is a possessive-minded player. Our boy, who even in the Spanish national team, you cannot make him defend like the likes of Diego Gudim, time when we defend this, so there was a bit of tweak tactically about the formation and the style of football of Papa Redim, Eddie Diego Pablo Simeone. And until you be the best out of Julian Alvarez, even in an Atletico Madrid shirt, because the game, even when Okohono was not solely defensive, sending a Papa and Diego Pablo Simeone. So I know so Timmy Boa Branch and did Julian Alvarez. Now, dear no Barcelona obey to me the Amomo. This is a player who is very versatile. He can play as a 10. He can play as a 9. He can play on both sides of the wings. And to Obetuma about the right wing, Obetuma about the left wing, Obetuma about behind a striker, and he can play as a main striker. This is, and I said, these are the things you get from a branch of Julian Alvarez. And whenever all bonds were born over year, assign the positions are very versatile. He is a winner. He is a proven winner. He's won the World Cup with Argentina. He's won the Finalissima with Argentina. While back Manchester City, he's won Premier League titles. He's won the first Champions League title for Man City. So this is a player. He knows what it takes and how to win games. And Mimi when he said Sebastian Timinya branch and Julian Alvarez playing alongside a branch and did Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, the likes of Dani Olmo, Pedri, Gavi Moa. I personally think that Barcelona will be a formidable side. It will be to me for Muniagro. Barcelona issue, whether we like it or not, we will start attacking Barcelona on the Champions League front. Because your teams are also progressing the Champions League. Your teams are also progressing. No one team bought in the Champions League finals. Barcelona is one of the teams. A Champions League team, because for a long time you can't over the likes of Manchester United, over the likes of Real Madrid, over the likes of Liverpool, over the likes of Barcelona. Barcelona is a Champions League team, a team that has won multiple Champions League titles, has played in Champions League finals. So your last Champions League in 2015, I went to me then there's a big question mark. Even last season, Barcelona had to me do the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, but this particular season, Barca end to me and do the UEFA Champions League semi-final, which means almost drop it off from where they left last season. Until Barcelona here signings, and there are some branch and it is going to help because he can play multiple positions, and experience after a lot of trophies won, even at a young age, would also help the Barcelona team, and it will make them a very strong side. Aside the experience, he's one of the players, or also the set pieces. He's a good free kick taker. He's a good corner kick taker. On any day, if you need a different way of winning game, obetuma that option to go on and win that game. Into Barca, any their branch and the Eddie Hulen Avares chia and Yasam Kitchen. I hope say Barca to me no to be breaking back no to Miana, obetuma Boa Football Club Barcelona. Then again, Barca still amudin komo a yan and say Barcelona eguswa edin komo with Newcastle United. Na Barca penny for na rum say omunya branch and did Anthony Gordon omope. Na Anthony Gordon sike o sisia na 92 million euros. And a penny for the actual branch and so what about pounds 80 million pounds and Abano Wababitua for branch Anthony Gordon. This guy is also a fantastic winger, and I think that Barcelona here will be or what the mindset of quick transition. Because when you look at Flick, especially when it comes to a possessive-minded team, they need players who are quick with transitions. And when we want a player who is very quick when it comes to turning defense into attack, moving from a defensive mood to a counter-attacking mood, Anthony Gordon is that kind of person. Oh, pace, he has power, he can run with the ball. And Edru Baby against why he can score goals for you. And I think Barcelona and Anthony Gordon in their mix, and so a bit more. So when you have a team and you have Rafinha, you have Lamine Yamal, you have Julian Alvarez, you have Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, and you have Anthony Gordon, it gives you that spice in the team. And again, say Ekobani Sebas Akran to me start your munina at a goal. Now Ubo game now done wechi. Now what the likes of Rafinha or bench, and I say what the likes of Julian Alvarez were bench, and now what the likes of AB Anthony Gordon were bench. It only tells you say anytime a coach in the change Biano, a new fresh energy and a powerful house is coming on the field of player. And this is Mabua Football Club Barcelona. And to Barca, two players is here, Barcelona and Diomachi, Anthony Gordon and Julian Alvarez. Anthony Gordon, they are no cranny say. Yes, I catch Barcelona say. Omon trainer a branch and World Cup with England Emra. So Okobono ba na Barcelona pe normal imagine some bet 92 million euros and Argentina. They would be keen to allow Anthony Gordon to leave the Newcastle United team to join Football Club Barcelona. And Juma the Abansa for Lugusu Muyebia. Two players here identify so I personally think so from a perspective, these are problem solvers, positional players are with the structure they have to help Barcelona Bobukuno. I'm a Barca team so to me afan into my pefra. Now let's move on to Manchester United. United and so up signings here. And without doubt, United baby as Bruno, they need players to go into the team and to help them. Because next season, Manchester United will be playing the UEFA Champions League. And so UEFA Champions League now, what it means is that you need squad depth. Because in your English Premier League, even with the English Premier League, you'll be playing the FA Cup matches, you'll be playing the Carabao Cup matches, and you'll be playing the UEFA Champions League games. And to hear squad depth, to hear rotation. And currently, Minoka say, when you look at the Manchester United setup, Abraham did Casemiro as a goodbye to Manchester United. So, United will need a midfielder to replace Abranta Redding Eddie Casemiro. And Manchester United tena so omo hwehwe anoma mu nyina no makọ Italy omo kwa ni obuso omo samania omo so omo hwehwe Atalanta Bergamo Calcio. Why na mo pe no mo so mpe Ederson. And me tell some story and I'm so happy because Papa and did Michael Carrick ababedi nkomo ne nkomo wababedi nyina ne say what try and the type of midfielders are ohia e wo team nim. He needs a ball playing midfielder. He needs a destroyer. He needs a progressor. Nasa qualities when Michael Carrick wants these qualities in one player. Because they young konkofa player onim ball nkwa kura ne ensan koboka konkofa player ono or ye destroyer ne konkofa player ono beba as a box to box there be. If you are a midfielder, you need to get all the qualities amabuwe nyina. And omotina se ne clearly omo usa branch Ederson, he has all because oko Atalanta Bergamo Calcio. Now busa about Ederson, the passing accuracy. He is hovering around 82% passing accuracy. He is a box to box midfielder, very versatile. He is a destroyer. He has pace and connects so well with the team. And there is a Manchester United kofa Ederson bar. What is going to do? He said it is going to help the balance of the team. And I'm not saying, you say after say Abranta Casemiro Ekono, Abranta Manuel Ugarte has not been powerful. Until Ederson be Roma Betuma started playing Ederson alongside Kobe Menu and pushing Bruno Borges Fernandes ahead of them as a typical 10 or as a mobile controller. No, and Ubetuma Manchester United. I don't know the figures there, but what I'm hearing is say Manchester United Edin Komono, Emma Branchard Ederson Swaja to me say yes, he would want to play for Manchester United. And to Michael Carrick, I personally think say so Branchard Ederson in the mix of the players. I personally think it will help. Again, I think Manchester United will also need a striker. Striker be anywhere about Betoja, but United would need a striker. Who do you think United should sign as a striker? These are some of the transfers. With time, the Nsabe Kebiano will come and analyze it properly. Live on the Krumah Medina, the foreign God Maestro, and indeed I am your sports one God. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.